for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen,
Tyson's making that final walk that separates man and warrior, soon to be in battle there in the ring.
All right, I guess we'll do a quick little tutorial. We have a lot of people commenting that they can't get rid of the right hand spam. So I found this fight where my opponent was throwing nothing but straight spam. And it's important to realize that first things first, you have to block. And you got to catch these straights coming in. If you look at the video, I like to move up. So that would be towards my left. Because if I'm moving up, I can catch the right hand easier than if I'm moving back or down, which would be to my right. So I like to move up. And when I block, a lot of people don't know how to block. When you block, you want to push that L trigger and hold it. So I do a 1-2 count. So as soon as I hit the R2 button to block, I count to myself 1-2, and then I release, and then I re-engage 1-2, and then I re-engage. So if you start the block and you catch a punch, as soon as you catch that punch, start that count. And then if you still have to block, you can hold it. You're probably going to get hit. So you have to find a good time to reset that block. So throughout the fight, and if you're going to be a good blocker, your controller should sound like this after you should be smashing that right trigger button. I'll hit the sounds on my controller now, but this is what it's like. So there's no punches coming. So when you catch a punch, hold it. Catch a punch, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Now if there's no punches coming, you're going to hear a constant click, right? So I start the count as soon as I block that first punch. So 1-2, 1-2, right? No punches coming. I'm pushing the button. Punch comes, I catch 1-2, let go, 1-2, let go. All right, so I know that's not in sync with the video, but that's just a quick little blocking tip. I like to use the L trigger and set myself. So you lock yourself in place when you hold that L trigger. So I'll hit the L trigger and push up and down. Up, obviously, to catch the punches to the head, and then down to catch the punches to the body. And then once you're set, you can push up to catch the right hand, and then down to catch the left hand. You really want to anticipate the body shots. In order to block the body, you kind of want to be pushing down on the left stick, down and almost to 3 o'clock. I guess you'll call it like 5 o'clock on a clock. So down and like you're catching the punch, and keep that count going. So you catch the punch 1-2, 1-2. And then the other thing is, if you hit that point where you're blocking for 2 seconds, you can always double tap the L stick and get out of the pocket, which I like to do. But if you look at this video, I started it in round 2. The entire fight, he is throwing that right hand, and I am just shooting the jab, waiting him out, waiting for him to gas. And that's basically what he does here. So it was a boring fight for the first 3 rounds, because I just basically worked the jab, because that is a faster punch than any of the rest to get to him under that that straight. So I just touched him for 3 rounds with the jab, and he is completely gassed through 3 rounds. So 3 rounds of jab work, not much, nothing else really going on, just punishing him with the jab, making him pay. When you throw straight hands and you throw nothing else and they're not hitting, and you're just touching him with the jab, it takes away a lot of stamina. So it doesn't look like I'm doing a lot, but that jab is absolutely destroying his stamina. So now we're in round 4, and he won 2 rounds. I don't give a shit, only because I know this fight is over. I'm in the 90-something, 98% for stamina, and I just go for the kill right here. So he thinks that he's winning the fight and things look good, but in reality, he has no shot. So here I step up the offense, and I get a little reckless, which I can afford to do because I made him pay for 3 rounds. So it doesn't really matter. Like, obviously there's always the threat of being knocked out by a power punch, but I'm confident that he's gassed enough and I have enough pop to put him away pretty early. So this happens pretty quick, right? So power punches, boom, boom, boom. Uppercut, left hook. That's the first knockdown. He gets back up. I switch. I'll show you guys that trick after. I switch to southpaw, and he doesn't even notice. Goes down again. And this was literally like 10 seconds later. Once again, I switch southpaw. He doesn't notice, or he doesn't care. And just like that. Or maybe not. I guess we exchanged a little more than I thought. But yeah, there it is. So the left hook, and then I tap my chest. It's over. So that's a little quick tutorial with the blocking and the spam. Key points, if you look at, see, he landed 29%, 22% straights. So he threw 200 straights and only landed, what was it, 44 of them. So that's a pretty good ratio for me. I was patient with my punches. I waited till later in the fight to absolutely throw the haymakers, and he paid the price. So from a blocking standpoint, the key points, you gotta have to pump that L button throughout the fight. Use the 1-2 count. I like to set my feet and lock in with the L button while I block, and then I like to pivot out. So back out, double tap up, double tap down on the L stick, get out of the pocket, and you can be a very effective defensive fighter that way.